Dancehall Now, still a very potent topic in Jamaica. Over the past 2 weeks, we looked at new arrivals in the space, their impact, their wars. This week, we take a closer look at their dancehall and its potential. This is a very hot topic right now. To help us, two decorated U.S. mainstream radio personalities. Also, Khago, who is now a proud U.S. citizen. We will also hear from Coco T, who comes to talk his new song calling out government, corruption. All coming up right here on our stage. Welcome to the show, everyone. I am Winfred Williams. We'll be right back.
She want a good life, no man to cause her pain and strife.
Reaching more and more screens around the world every week. Onstage, so much more than entertainment.
Dancehall Now, still a very potent topic of discussion in Jamaica. Over the past 2 weeks, we looked at the new arrivals in the space, their impact, their wars. This week, we take a closer look at their dancehall and its potential. To help us, two decorated U.S. mainstream radio personalities right now on our stage, DJs Buck and Willie Daniels. Buck, sir. Welcome, sir. Good to have you. Willie, welcome. Good to have you.
Great to be here.
All right, so first of all, Buck, start with telling us about your own credentials in American radio.
DJ Buck, I'm the program director for Hot 93.7 WZMX. I've been the program director at that particular station for over 18 years, and I also host a morning show.
Okay.
I'm responsible for all the music that gets played on the radio station, responsible for finding the new music, the hit music, the dancehall music that I play and implement in my playlist on the radio station.
And your connection to the Caribbean, to Jamaica in particular?
I'm in Hartford, man. The music draws me to Jamaica, the music. I've always loved the music, and in Hartford, it's the third largest population of West Indians in the country. You got New York, Miami, and Hartford, Connecticut.
Okay.
And so it's something that I have to do.
And you're an American?
Yes.
Full American, not a second generation Jamaican or anything?
Full American.
Full American.
Full American.
And you, Willie, your credentials?
Tropical Blends is a company I started. I do independent radio promotion. Started at VP, A&R, head of radio. It's also
VP Records?
Yes,
okay.
VP Records. Also, I DJ on radio, WDKX in Rochester, WQSH in Albany, Jammin' in Boston, WRSV in North Carolina.
You're the head of a company?
Yes.
Known as?
Tropical Blends.
Tropical Blends?
Yes.
Meaning the genres of the Caribbean, I take it? Because you're pushing music and DJs.
Yes.
Okay, so talk a little bit about that.
Tropical Blends started out of a small station in Connecticut called QSH.
Yes.
Then I grew the platform a little bit. When I was A&Ring albums for VP, I started doing remixes for Elephant Man, Puffy. I started working with Shaggy and just basically growing the brand out of that stuff.
Okay. You're on a drive to lift the profile of Caribbean music in mainstream America.
Yes.
Right?
Take it to the bigger platform.
Yes. You want to see Caribbean music in the mainstream.
Yes.
So what brought you to that? Why do you want to do this?
I love the music.
Yes.
I love the culture. I love dancehall, which, a lot of people don't really like dancehall, but I love dancehall. I love the artists.
Yes.
I think the artists are some of the most talented people in the world just because of the volume of music they put out that actually gets published.
Okay. Buck, where is dancehall in the U.S. mainstream?
In the U.S., it's got to find its place. In the U.S., what we have is a lot of U.S. artists taking the sound of dancehall and making it popular with their music. I want the Jamaican artists to get credit for their music, for creating their sound, not someone taking their sound and making it more popular. Whereas a Drake will take a Caribbean sound and make it popular. A Justin Bieber will take a Caribbean sound and make it popular. I want these artists that actually create these sounds to get the credit they deserve and make these great records that can be played on the radio and take it to the next level.
So what are the challenges you have with that, with achieving
the great records, the good records, and
The quality of
records has to be great. Because right now we're living in a world where technology has made it easy to make records. There's new records every day. There's more records every day, and you have to find that one that's going to stand up and stick its head out and be like, "Hey, I'm the one." And like a coffee, "Hey, I'm the one."
Yes.
And the coffee, we pick the coffee up and we run the tune, and it picks up momentum. And she's one of the artists who could be the next big star in the U.S.
So you're saying then that the biggest problem is the quality of the record, the quality of the production, the lyrical content, the music.
Yes, lyrical
itself,
content,
the rhythm part, the rhythm, the
rhythm, lyrical content, more melodic. It's got to be more melodic. I mean, I think the dancehall records have to be relatable.
Okay.
In the States, we have to relate to it too, because you got to realize that we have to program to a large audience, not just West Indian. A lot of people to build these ratings and have people love these records. So you have to be relatable and you have to talk about things that they know,
yes,
that they can relate to, and they begin to love these records. And the rhythm has to be good. Everyone goes on vacation. I consider the sound of the Jamaican West Indian sound, it's a happy sound. It's a and that's what makes these songs popular. People like to feel good. People like feel-good records.
Okay.
Feel-good records do better on radio as opposed to gun-run records that won't really do good on radio.
Yeah, you know, I say that all the while. That's what brought us to the world. What took reggae
to the next,
the world, and reggae is still leading globally, dancehall.
Yes.
And dancehall is struggling because dancehall, though people will take the happy side of dancehall, the party, the happy, the feel-good aspect of it, it is loaded, laced with violence. Which you guys know how to do that better than us. If you want violence, you're not looking to the Caribbean. Okay, the U.S. you have nuclear weapons for crying out loud. I think that is part of why, the music sometimes they dabble in it and they pull back a little because they hear violence. The artists, they might take a song, but then when they
darkness,
I come into you. They take a song, one record, and it's big, and then the artist is left behind. Just the record they're interested in, because it's a happy song or a bouncy, dancey song. And when they want more, they go to mainstream acts, as Buck was saying, the Justin Biebers, the Rihannas, the Drake, and so on, to do the dancehall, to do more, because they understand it better than we do.
I think they just understand what radio wants more. Like if you, the pop, the easy feel, obviously like the Jamaica, the culture is a lot different than the US culture. These guys are not really involved, like Justin Bieber is not involved in the hood in Jamaica, so that's not lyrically where he's gonna come from when he does a record.
Yes.
He understands that he has to hit certain chords and say certain things that ears will pick up for these records to work.
You have a lot of DJs registered under your company.
Yes.
That you're pushing. And that's their cry? They want to push Caribbean music, but?
We're not getting those records that we can go to our program director and say, hey, this is the next record, or the records that we can play anywhere.
Yes.
You know, a lot of it is very dark. It's not, dancehall is not fun.
It's dark.
Yeah, it's not
very
fun.
dark, you're saying?
Yeah, it's not as fun as it used to be. Like, you'll get a record like a Party Animal, universal term. That's why that record works so well.
And Coffee.
And Coffee, yeah, easy listening record. She's young. The younger generation can get with her. She's not doing those, gun lyrics. She's doing party lyrics. So
the gun lyrics is definitely a turnoff.
Yes.
And so much so that the brand, the singer, the artist, the performer, is often discriminated against or shunned, right?
I think the music, I don't think it gets to the level of the artist. I think it's more just the music.
Record.
Yeah, the record.
Yeah.
Just the record.
Yeah.
So there's still a chance that if these guys clean it up,
they can make it.
There is a chance. Yeah.
There is a chance that they can make it on your playlist.
And it's not just reggae, like the U.S. American music, a lot of gunshot music, a lot of the rap music, hip hop music. We have to be careful what we play, even with hip hop. The same thing. We have to make sure they edit it right, make sure we can play them on the radio, because people get really offensive. People get offended when they hear certain things on the radio, whether it's reggae, hip hop, or R&B. You have to be careful how you make music, because people take it a certain way, and there's a lot of kids listening. I have a responsibility to play music for like ages 12 to 35 to 45. I have to be responsible for what I play and take, responsibility for what I play and everything I play.
Oh, yeah. So, because your listeners, what happens when you breach?
I'll get some complaints. I'll get emails, I'll get calls and everything. So maybe I have to go back to that song or call the record label and say, I need another version. I can't play that version. I'm getting too many complaints on that version. So I catch it before I really get in trouble and then play it again.
All right, so the youths now, the young, what we call the new arrivals in dancehall. These are some young kids and they're saying trap dancehall. Do you understand that term or?
It has to be close to trap hip hop. It's a different sound. It's the sound of the younger generation in the streets.
Yes.
Yeah. I haven't heard much of it.
You haven't?
No.
So it hasn't reached you?
Not yet.
Not yet?
Not yet.
Do you think it will?
I definitely will. I'm in Hartford where like I say, the third largest population. I take phone calls. I see these guys in the streets. I'm not just a programmer who stays in the office. I go out and I meet the people. So eventually they're going to bring it to me and say, this is the next big thing. And it's my job to put my ear to it.
Your DJs, what are they saying about it?
I haven't heard anything about trap dancehall. I'm looking at the 90s stuff that is having a resurgence. If you look at like Nicki Minaj sampling the filthier rhythm and some people sampling the bookshelf and the buyout, it's the 90s stuff that really kind of is working out for us on our side.
The 90s is the most go-to
that's the easiest
genre from Jamaica
win.
Right now.
That's the easiest win.
It's a winner, the 90s.
Go to and resample and use sample. Like some of the most popular rap songs in history are songs from the 90s. They just went back and resampled them and added their 2 cents to it and made a hit. Familiarity.
Oh, wow. So your biggest challenge is you're not even getting into you're saying the production is not up to standard. But you're also, I also hear you saying that what people really, you're not getting enough of anything to get segments, to get a show that is all reggae, all dancehall, because there aren't enough records that are palatable enough for your listeners.
That are radio
friendly enough to make segments, to make shows in mainstream.
That's true, but for my station, I do have a show that's all reggae.
Yes.
I'm the only radio station in the country that dedicates an hour on a Friday morning during prime time to all reggae.
All reggae?
All reggae. The latest dancehall, the latest, whether it's Busy Signal, whether it's Chronics, whatever it is, and I'm the DJ. I mix it in for that Friday morning for an hour. And then on Sunday nights, we have a 2-hour reggae show, strictly reggae.
Okay. Well, that sounds good. At least you have to go very wide.
I have to go wide to fit it all.
Very wide to fill the slot.
To fill it in, yeah.
You can't just stay new and fresh.
No. I have
not
to move
enough.
around. Not enough. I got to move around.
And you, Willie?
I dig into, the classics. I dig into Afrobeat.
Yes.
I play some urban records that lean dancehallish. Like some of the Chris Brown stuff, the Nicki Minaj stuff.
Oh.
Just, mix it up with the actual
dancehall. So you're mixing the
different sounds together.
the samples, the mainstream samplers, records, with the locals to give it, to keep the beat,
give it a boost.
Give it that boost.
Yeah.
And that's a little bit unfortunate because these guys are getting played everywhere.
Yeah.
And the little bit that dancehall and reggae are getting is being shared with them just to give you a segment.
Well, just to keep your listeners in line.
And to keep them in line. Mm-hmm. It's not unfortunate, and they're sampling heavily. They're doing dancehall.
Yeah.
And you are using it to get your listeners to listen to more dancehall, to what's new in Jamaica and what's fresh from the home of dancehall. Mm-hmm. Isn't that a shame? They should be the one who are trying to get in on that audience.
I mean, it is a shame, but also the artists got to realize, take a look at them and not be mad at them, but try and figure out how they can get that audience back.
Exploit the love that exists in the market for their music. Okay? Another thing that some are citing, and you can tell me this, the artist these deals now that record companies are doing, the 360 deals, okay, which means that they want a share of everything you earn. Your persona, your brand, you're a brand.
Yes.
And you're marketed accordingly. Now, how do you now, isn't that part of the problem why Jamaican artists are being shunned? Because they are not up to the discipline necessary to be that brand?
That's a big problem. Discipline with the artist, it's a big problem. A lot of them don't know the knowledge of the industry, the business side of the industry. You know, sometimes you have to, for one, you have to be able to travel. You make these hit records, you have to be able to travel. Your visa has to be correct to travel, to perform these songs. If I play a big record from an artist who can't come do the interview or can't come perform at the show.
Visa barrier is a big issue.
What do I do? So that's a big problem with a lot of the big artists who can't move.
Yes.
You know, and some of these, we talked about earlier, some of these artists never reach the airport. They never reach over.
Okay.
You know.
So Willie, the record company would think twice about investing in such an artist?
Because you're spending a lot of money on these artists and marketing and such, and the records just don't sell the way the records used to. So how else would they get their money back? You, as an artist, you have to make them share in some of the costs.
Yes. And if they're not able to move, to go to destinations, to perform live in the flesh, to sign...
To bring the record home in a way.
Yes, to promote, to sign deals, to get endorsement gigs, to do what some brands want them to do on these things. They have to be able to move, right?
Yes. To win over the American fans.
Yes.
To win them over. You want them to see you.
They want to see you in the flesh.
They want to see you perform that record they like.
Oh, wow. If there are two guys in the world who should know, you guys are right there in the middle of it, because you're bouncing our music, pushing it, and you're also very exposed to what we call mainstream.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, gentlemen, I can't thank you enough for coming through and sharing with us right here on our stage. Continue to do what you do, sir. We are not giving up in the Caribbean.
Oh, no.
And we hope that everyone will pitch in and help to shape our music to be what it really, really can be, which is a global force. Dancehall, whether it's trap dancehall or it's dancehall of the 90s or reggae, just do good records, right?
Yes. Good records.
Good records.
Good music.
Good music, and they want music that's saying that they can relate to.
Appealing music. Appealing.
That you can play for anyone.
Play for anyone.
All right. Buck, thank you, sir. So Willie, thank you. All right, there you have them right here on our stage. These two gentlemen opening our eyes a little wider and our ears to what's happening in music globally, and in particular the United States, the biggest music market in the world. And we're right here, just 90 miles away, and we're not exploiting it enough. All right, so we take a break right here. When we come back, more on this from Khago. He's coming up. And later, Coco T.
Walk a mile in my shoes, and understand what me I feel.
Reaching more and more screens around the world every week. On Stage. So much more than entertainment.
Khago is now a citizen of the United States of America. And the DJ is very proud of it and is on our stage right now to share that pride and to also weigh in on Dancehall Now. Right now, Khago. Khago, sir. Blessed love. Good to have you.
It's Yankee George today, here, sir.
Yankee George.
Yeah, Yankee George.
Yankee George is your new name?
For today.
For today?
Yeah.
Why? What's this?
It's a different moniker right now.
Yeah? You're celebrating your citizenship?
Yeah.
You're that proud to be an American?
Yes, sir.
Yes? So where does that leave your Jamaican citizenship?
I'm still Jamaican. Still.
You're still a Jamaican? So you're rolling with two passports?
Yeah, man.
But which is most important, though?
The both of them important right now. As an entertainer, you need to can travel the world without any stoppage or blockage, you know. Like, call it right now, a man that like to book Khago in England, he have to spend up to 3,000 to try to get visa.
Okay.
And knowing you're not really, quote unquote, hot right now. So a man check for Khago and say, yo, me have a party and a Khago me I use. I want him come sing now and sell out my friend them for me. So right now, that $3,000 there, I could have just send that $3,000 and land comfortably in my pocket and just buy me a ticket. And I just fly down to Francine, and that's it.
I got you, sir. But do you know that there are places in the world where it's easier to get in as a Jamaican?
There you go
than
again.
you
There you go
as
again.
an American.
We just go as far where this car me go. We just back out this one. You understand
Yeah,
what I'm
but
saying?
no, you see, we Jamaicans will run down the US visa, but don't know that there are places in the world, in Africa, all over the world, there are cities where Jamaican citizenship is more powerful and will get you through an airport
But
through immigration than a US passport.
No, you always have to travel with the 2 passports.
Argentina is one of them.
You can't travel with them 2 passports.
Well, you better know when to draw it. Because
You have to know when
don't diss the Jamaican passport, you know. It's a powerful passport. We need to know that.
No, that's why I travel with the both of them.
Okay. I'm just saying.
In the right pocket, you know?
Okay, all right. So what's going on with you, sir? Well, apart from being now an American citizen, what's going on with you in terms of your music?
You know, I just get show last week Friday, and them tell me say, I will get my passport in 3 weeks, and them send it come like in a day, come give me, and I just say, reach out to Jason and say, yo, just come sit down on stage and make the world know, because we put it up enough people I say, and shoot me I tell, because you know, say, a little thing where me I got show and them see police come ramstop my house and all these things in America, so them I say, me can't get it. So me I show them, say, in the roughest, in a United States immigration roughest history, me skim through and get it, because it's gonna be a very rough ride. Even if you find a girl right now, or married to her right now, she maybe can't help you, because she have to work a certain amount of money.
Yes, because there are changes to the law.
So changes
the immigration
to the law.
laws
So
in the US.
me get it, and me just show enough people say, reason why me show people, me just show people say, enough people are afraid to put in them thing. Just put in the thing and you never know. You will get it, and if you don't get it, you just come back home. Because Jamaica is home, you understand?
Yes.
The thing what we have to do is find a way to stop tearing down each other and start live good with each other, you understand? And United States, we hungry go, no, so if we go there and make some money, we come back home and spend it with each other and help build each other, you know?
So you're touring, you say?
No.
And it's easy.
No,
You're not touring?
No.
What are you doing now?
Winford, I'm just home taking care of Zara and my wife. Next year, and you know me have a quota going, so I don't really want to, because you know the Walk a Mile and Dancehall Soca hit Billboard last year, and this producer guy take away me 36 songs.
Yes, so where's that case? Or is it looking for you? Are you going to win?
I have to win.
Let's talk about dancehall now.
All right, sir.
New arrivals this year, lots of them.
Yeah?
Whipperman hot, as we say. What's your take on the whole of what's happening now in dancehall?
For honestly, I have chucked you out there. Years now, from 2012, me not in a dancehall, and anybody will really know me can tell you, me don't go watch boxing and MMA, but honestly, sometimes I screeching on the internet and I see what I go on, and Ross will make me know what really I go on, and sometimes I check in. As a matter of fact, I check in, so I just don't act like, sometimes I feel a way like an outsider, but yeah, go on good, I like when you want to make them little changes.
You like what you're hearing?
I like what I hear. I like new changes in the music, because when me just come out, and I come out in the baseball cap turn sideways, some Rastafire burn me, and I won't be that man who come to spoil the youth them party. Because them a come and I try create a new sound, me not go fight it. You understand? You have to work with the time. You have to practice with singing an auto-tune and all these things. But like, you have to check your temperature and what you are put out there right now. Because you see, say, the youth, them not only, I say, them I take it for music, them I try live with them favorite artists. I say, something like that you talk, not true. The youth, them I live.
But in terms of, some people say trap, they call it trap dancehall. Do you think it's going anywhere? Some people think it's not going anywhere, it's limited on those things. What do you say?
That's limited to them. Winford, my little son Zara, 4-year-old now, he listen different music from me, what me listen to. You understand? He listen that chop music, like just like rap, chop just come 2, 3, 4 years ago. You understand it? And I saw some old rapper artists. I thought about, yo, Young Thug, them are mash up. No, them not mash up, nothing. Them just try create something. So it is the same thing in dancehall. Those little younger guys come creating something. And us now, because it's out of our league and we can catch that sound, we are trying to kill it. Because we like have things. Anytime the youth them come up with something and kick the ball in a one different way, and it takes certain kind of curve like Maradona, we start have problem. You understand? Only problem me have, and me no have no problem neither no for the youth them for just know, so yo, people are dead and we have to just curve down with action and the violence, you understand?
Well, that's always welcomed, my friend. To talk to them about embracing life and not death.
Yeah.
That is important. But the argument, though, there's an argument, a credible argument, because if you look at mainstream now, the whole of them sampling heavily, especially the 90s.
Yeah.
When they want to vibe in their own music, their mainstream music.
Yeah.
And they are sampling heavily the 90s and ignoring now or other aspects of the music. What do you say about that? Do you think that the 90s music, dancehall, is more potent than what is being made nowadays?
As I still say, Winford, the youth them find a way to make a food, and I don't want show no, me no want say nothing bad to kill it, because here, when Pro Tools come, Winford, I could never, the amount, me I walk at Kingston like for 12 years, and could never go in a King Jammins them studio or mixing about this, so me have to do out a fence and look on Elephant Man them and Lexus them. Seeing, and when Pro Tools come, it change and make way for youth like me. You understand? So like some people who are sample the 90s, dancehall, that is all good for them. But them little youth are with them chop things same way, Winford. It will come a time same way when the younger youth them are going to look on them new dancehall chop ya as something with them love, and you're going to find something incredible out of it for sample. So Winford, it's a new look and it's a new wave and it's a new time. We have to just
give
work
them a
with
chance.
the time. Work with the time.
Work with it.
Work with the time.
Okay. All right, sir. So you're off to where now? Talk about your immediate future now. Because you're going to win case, you're going to get a lot of money. Apart from that,
I'm not having money in a Winford. It's just like we are trying curve the music, because people are wonder what mashup music. It's a whole heap of component mashup music. The first component of mashup music, you release the artist their music and don't give them no rights to it or no money, and you never get no rights. So when people broke our hunger, Winford, them start find a way to complain. That I want. The artists them who paved the way for us, the same 90s man, the music where we love so much. Oh, them broke like a dog going for them, park up around this one, nobody now look upon them. Since their music was so great, you understand? How you can look upon Merciless them and Terror Fabulous them and I say, I can't name that, and their music was so great. So that will help mash up the music, the words and proper way. Like when me see an old rapper in America win for them, have him house and him have him Rolls Royce and him have him big chain and him pitney them college set, Ungo if him did that take crack. In broke. But dancehall music, Winford, is not like that.
But I think some of these guys that you're talking about are still very potent, still touring. And I'm saying that I happen to know that there are artists who are doing really well in markets that we're not paying any mind. For example, dancehall in Central America is an exploding force for 90s dancehall. There are artists down there with run rings round a whole man who is now, a hot now. in Central America. Old dancehall artists who you might say, nah, why not? They have man now whose music has been sampled. And the windfall that they're getting because of the magnitude and size of the artists who sample their music. That sample alone is running rings round a bunch of men who are making things now. One sampling of a record by a big mainstream artist is working for them. So it's not true that 90s youths aren't making anything.
You see, we as artists, and you know that.
Yeah.
Trust me. And we don't want to be act like we're a politician, yourself. You know that from get-go. We as artists, we never know the business. And when we vice a producer, we just was so happy to vice for that producer, and we gone about our business. And we just want to hear the song on the radio, man. We and them don't have no agreement about nothing. But in return, why when these producers figure out the business and all these companies come to all these producers, why you're not involved the artists? The artists get pushed aside, Winford.
Yes.
Pushed aside. And Winford, please, because I know you have to talk in between, saying, shed a little light on this. The artists, them never understand the business. And Winford, it is our fault. You cannot run a business and don't take time out to learn it.
Good.
Saying, Winford, right now, if you check dancehall and reggae music, I suppose some of 5 artists goodly have a copyright for them song, Winford, and that is Khago. We have a long list because the lawyer said you don't own the music. But the best part about it, Winford, is only one song somebody copyright say I for them, and it's turn up the thing, and it's VP. Over be close to 1,000 songs, they leave it alone. They sell it, but they don't take the rights. So me still own when me because it's so expensive now because them release them so long and a different. If you not release them at a project like you go Vice release 10 songs this week, Winford, you release the 10 of them one time and call it Winford Onstage, Khago, and you use one money copyrighted. So I saw me have to copyright my music them now. You
Good
understand?
for you.
So like those thousands now, Winford, me have to pick out the best one them, the hit one them, and copyright them one. And
Good
so
for
me
you,
start make like a $50 me copyright them each. You see me?
Good. And good for you. Khago, sir. Blessed love. Thank you for coming and sharing with us. And all the best with your citizenship.
Madman.
Yeah. And I hope you get all those copyright issues worked out real soon.
Mad.
Real soon. All right. There you have him on our stage, Khago. All right, so we take a break right here. When we come back, Cocoa Tea.
Reaching more and more screens around the world every week. On stage, so much more than entertainment.
The song by Cocoa Tea is Box Them Up in the Jamaican terms, right? Box them up. Now, and Cocoa Tea is on our stage right now, and you heard earlier on where reference were made to coffee as who mainstream is looking for, the kind of music and lyrics and presentation, performance by artists that mainstream US is looking for in terms from Jamaica. And if there's one man who knows about coffee, that's Cocoa Tea again. So Coco, welcome, sir. Good to have you.
Thanks for having me,
Well, first of all, let's talk about we're going to talk about your song,
Right.
and Box Them Up.
Yes.
And what you mean by that.
Yes.
But let's follow through with the discussion coming down, that preceded you.
Right.
In this hour. Mm-hmm. So we're talking about dancehall now.
Yes.
The new arrivals, their wars, in particular, the form that their wars are taking, social media.
Yep.
We're also talking about their trap dancehall, what is called trap dancehall, and its potential, its reach, because many big debates now about it not reaching anywhere and so on.
Yep.
And earlier on, these mainstream American DJs spoke on that and what they're looking for and so on. And coffee was mentioned as who we should be looking to emulate and what young people in Jamaica should be doing, the kind of music. And we must say that this is a man who introduced coffee to all of us, right? That Rebel Salute, right?
Right.
You introduced her, and how do you feel about her now, though?
Well, I feel vindicated.
Yes.
Because when I first mentioned coffee
Yes.
on social media, I was taken on by a lot of people. I said, I threw a cocoa that and we cocoa know about music, coffee just come, we should go do that. And I said to them, this is the next superstar out of Jamaica. No doubt about that.
Yeah.
Because she have this special appeal that I know can go across to what they are looking for in America. Because we in Jamaica have in the 90s, like 1994, 96, between them time, I was told that the reggae music industry in Jamaica was a 60 billion pound industry.
Yes.
And we are gone from a 60 billion pound industry to probably 60 cents.
Oh.
Yeah, because we are not realizing what we have. What we have is what was so elated, like UB40 and Soja and all of these big groups that are playing reggae now in the world are so elated to have.
Yes.
And yet we kick it through the door and say it's not good.
Yes.
But what Bob Marley has created in the world, it is no fluke. You understand? It's what people looking forward to see us Jamaica are looking forward from Jamaica. Mark you. Time changes, and you know, I say music transcends every boundaries and every generation.
Yes.
So every generation now go on to hear everything that is reggae. They want to hear like a trap dancehall, as you say, and some other dancehall and all them things. But the potential for growth in music, Jamaican music, you can't go on reggae music, or you go on Bob Marley. Everywhere you go, once you say reggae, people say Bob Marley.
Yeah, because what is happening in mainstream, right, is that we see widespread sampling of the 80s, the 90s, the early, in particular the 90s in terms of dancehall. And dancehall, as that old dancehall, that foundation kind of dancehall, is still leading over the new dancehall, the so-called trap dancehall. But reggae is still bigger than all of them maybe combined.
Exactly.
Reggae is bigger worldwide.
Exactly.
And Jamaicans must always remember that. But in Jamaica, dancehall is the more dominant in the moment.
Well, I'm glad to hear a person like you said that, because you and your program have had such influence on the younger generation. When you said that until television for people to hear or to listen, then it will make a difference and change some of the mindset of some of the younger generation. Because you're a person who has been all over the world. I've seen you all over the world.
Okay.
And you can attest to that. So if you can attest to that, why not other people join in now and speak the truth about the business?
Yes.
Because that is what is mashing up the younger generation. The youths that have talent, they have a future. But they are not, the talent that they have are not being challenging in the right direction.
This is what I'm trying to appeal to them and trying to say to them quietly, respectfully, because we totally understand and respect their talent.
Yes.
But they must understand what the world needs from Jamaica.
Exactly.
It's not violence. It's not violence that made us who we are. And the dancehall will make it, and why they keep going back in the 90s is because those were happy songs.
Can I tell you something now? I am going to Japan on the 8th for 3 weeks, right? And I'm a person who don't do track none at all. I don't do tracks because I like to have my band.
Yes.
But because I'm an artist from the dance, from them 80s, 90s dancehall era. The people in Japan are saying to me, boy, we want to come do some Japan, some track show for we in a dancehall, make people see the real dancehall and thing, you know. So I'm saying to them, what about the younger generation, the young dancehall people? Why me? Them say the dancehall is dying in Japan. And we need someone like you who can rejuvenate the thing, who can come in the dance and sing on the rhythm and people feel nice and dance again and thing. I said, why me? Them said that's not what is happening in Jamaica. In the 90s, when Cocotti and Buju Banton and Barry Simon and Ninja Man, Maxi Priest and all of these people went to Japan's reggae Japan splash in Japan. We performed in front of over 100,000 people one time. It was a bleak day, rain falling like this, and the amount of people were faint.
Yes.
I've seen ambulance taking up a lot of people to resuscitate them and all them things.
Not because of the rain.
Not because of the rain, but because of the reggae.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
No, there's no more reggae Japan splash. There's no more big show in Japan again. Why is the cause of that? Because that time, everything when name red, green, and gold. Everything that is red, green, and gold and mark Jamaica sold out in Japan.
Okay.
Because the people do what? Love the music and they love the culture of Jamaican culture and what we had to offer to the world. People don't want, violence is not our culture. Derogatory things are not our culture. That's not what people know of Jamaica about.
Yes.
People know about Jamaica because of roots rock reggae, Bob Marley, Peter Touch, and the Wailers and Great Bunny Wailer and all them people. Gregory Isaac, Dennis Brown and the Greats. Seeing Baba Handy and all them people. And what? Aki and Saltfish. And the best ganja in the world. That's what we are known for. We're not known for people with M16 and AK-47 and all them things. So we got to realize where we have gone wrong and then start to straighten up the thing and bring it back because we have the potential to be like, you know, still on top of what we used to be. That is why Coffee Now has been so important in the business because she's a breath of fresh air to the business. When I first heard Coffee, Walter Fire from Major Lazer brought her to me in Florida. And said, Coco, why you listen to this little girl? December 2017.
Walter Fire.
Walter Fire.
Oh, nice.
Right from Major Lazer. You know Walter Fire is a Jamaican.
Yes, man.
All right.
Yes.
Walter Fire bring her to me and said, Coco, we have voice one little girl and I can listen to me and listen to her and tell me how she sound. And from listening, I said, no, man. This is special for Jamaica.
That's when you met her first?
Yes, I met her in America first. I never meet her in Jamaica.
Okay.
Yes.
So can them say it's your daughter?
I didn't say it's my daughter. But she's my daughter because, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Every little young artist in the world who aspire to do great things in the music, I got to be my daughter and my son.
Yes.
Because I'm here to help young people because guess what happened now? We need people to take over the business after we are retired and can't do no more. Because we can only do for certain amount, as much as we can do, and then afterward, the younger generation will have to come to take over the business. So when I see this little girl, once I saw her, I know that it's the next star out of Jamaica. I started to post it on my Facebook page and on my Instagram, and people say, "Coco, you idiot him." There's one guy named Jamie from England, he take me on and start talk up bag of rubbish, and I never say nothing to him, and everybody take him on. Because people want to see Jamaica, what it used to be, like our Jamaica we used to have. A lot of good music is being made today still in Jamaica, you know, but it's not being heard. Because what they're playing in the dance hall is just what will last for a few days or a few weeks. That's what is being played because some of these selectors, as me hear them a quarrel and a cuss them one another on social media, who getting how much money if you play this and who getting how much money if you play that and all these kind of things. Those are the things that is holding down Jamaica culture and reggae music in the business. But I can tell you one thing. The popularity of reggae music there is no way you can really challenge that towards the popularity of reggae music and the dancehall. The dancehall is very, very popular in America, but with who? In a Jamaican community. Most of these big nowadays artists that is mashing up the whole of Jamaica, I've never seen them on Ratatam Sunsplash. You see one or two of them on Ratatam Sunsplash. I've never seen none of them out there in Reggae in the Desert. I've never seen none of them on Sierra Nevada Music Festival. I've never seen none of them in the Hollywood Bowl and all those places. Those places are reserved for special reggae artists. So how are we going to get these youths? Coffee can step on any one of them stages right now.
Anyone.
Because when I took Coffee to Rebel Salute in 2018, we did Rebel Salute and then I took her to Ratatam Sunsplash and introduced her, because the people in Ratatam Sunsplash request that they wanted Iman to do the same thing what we did at Rebel Salute, right? And we took her to Ratatam Sunsplash, 65,000 people.
She got exposed to.
She got exposed to and she mashed up the place. You get what I say?
Yes.
So We need our little artists in Jamaica to get them kind of exposure.
Yes.
And then the music will grow. But because they are not getting those type of exposure because of the type of song, people are going to tell them, say, boy, oh, reggae figure Europe. Yes, reggae figure Europe, of course. How much to one is the Europe dollar, the European currency to Jamaica?
The euro to Jamaica. Now, what about money, man?
Hey.
The 100
So why would you tell a youth that in reggae figure a Europe and dancehall will stay at Jamaica? That don't make no sense.
Yes.
So we need the people to be more positive and start to
Short-sighted,
think. You know me, I say stop with this short-sighted thing. We are here, we want Jamaica to be better. In terms of looking at the noise abatement and all these things. I can tell you that when I say this, it's not going to be popular with most people.
Yes.
Because they are going to think negative because Cocotino want this and want youth for this and why. That's not. Youth usually make, all them youth, all people turn old selectors and we come old man. There was young youth from before my time and start to select on and until their time pass and the younger generation take over. But listen me, the same person in Jamaica that you would see a taxi man on the road right now and him drive this way and flat run past you and stop you and do all kind of things just to drive go pick up the passenger. If you bring him into America, he's conformed and he's staying at the line and he not move because you know what happened? When him do that, the policeman is going to pull him over and he's going to get a ticket. Everybody will get charged, everybody will go to jail. So they conform. The same Jamaican I see do that, you know. But when we are in our little island, we dispute that and don't want to conform. Why?
Apply that to dancehall now.
So I apply
noise abatement.
I apply that to the noise abatement. I can say one thing I can tell you. Week before last, I was in Canada for a thing called the One Love Music Festival. And that show starts at 2 o'clock and ends at 8 o'clock. And the show them was ram.
Yes.
And
with Jamaica.
With Jamaican people. And when them say 8 o'clock, no time for show for done. Everybody take their little time.
And leave.
Stream out of the people in venue and go home.
All right, come home now.
We as Jamaican, we need to know that if we want to get our little island a better place for all of us to live in, Winford, we cannot ever be fighting against the law of the land. We have to obey the law. If we can deliberate and negotiate for changes, fine. But until we get those changes, we're supposed to obey the law. Nobody's above the law.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? The policeman, the prime minister, the leader of opposition, none of them are bigger than the law. It's the law of the land. So we're supposed to obey the law of the land. You understand me I say? And it can work. If you know somebody the dancehall supposed to lock off at 12 o'clock, you come out early. And then 12 o'clock, everybody, how do you do it? Well, you do it in America, you do it in Canada and them things. Because when I'm on tour now, like I'm during the week and we are on tour, many venues start, them tell us the curfew is 9:30. You start 7 o'clock, gate open, and you're going to start show 8 o'clock. And 9:30 is curfew. 9:30, if you don't get done and get off a stage, they're going to pull the plug on you. Nobody quarrel, nobody make no noise. And Jamaicans are there too, you know. You understand me I say? So I am saying to you.
So the argument that there is our culture, you rubbish that, Coco?
Winford, listen this. In my days growing up, we used to start dance 7 o'clock at night, same way. And it done by 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock.
Yes.
And everybody gone to bed, gone sleep. Waking up for work tomorrow morning. But because everything changed, we try to change everything in Jamaica because we want to do everything to suit us. You understand? But we must always remember there's other people who want to go to work.
Where is it taking us is a good question, isn't it?
It's not taking us anywhere.
What is the end product?
Yes, what is the end product? Are we going to be still living into a society of lawlessness? No. If we want Jamaica to be better and we say, boy, we want the
It has to be orderly.
Exactly. Like I said to you, this might not find favor with many people, you know. But I am here to tell you the truth. Me no want dancehall for lock off.
How could you?
No, because that's my living.
You're a dancehall artist, you know.
Coco. I sing a dancehall.
Yeah.
You see me say, so it's not like I'm on one dancehall.
That, you know, right?
Yeah, come here, a dancehall, me born and grow.
Dancehall is your foundation.
Exactly.
You were there building the dancehall platform. You paid a price, Coco T, for it.
Exactly.
You're the generation that created dancehall. the platform on which these kids are on.
Exactly.
That you are one who sacrificed for it. Sing for nothing, zero, and
Never
go
get
home hungry.
Okay. And sleep on soundbox and floor and all them kind of thing there. Just to make it happen. But I am saying, regardless of what we're going to say right now, every day people go out, get up and then call and them vex and them say, boy, right now we need to have a better Jamaica. We need back to Jamaica. We need crime and violence to stop. Crime and violence stops when all Jamaicans obey the law. You see what I say? If me live in America, I have to obey the law. If me in England, I have to. Why when I come to Jamaica, which is my land, me want to see everything good for Jamaica. I want to see everything good for Jamaica. I want to sound them to play till next never. But I'm saying until we negotiate and we sit down and we can come to an agreement for extended times and all them obey the law. We don't want a policeman come out there and talk about him and take $1,000 and $20,000 for make dance go and say, and we don't need no policeman for say, well, boy, because of my dance to go play till 5 o'clock in the morning and because the next man dance to go lock off 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock. No, we're talking about equal rights and justice because that is what Rastaman advocate for. And make policeman know, so listen to me, you as a policeman, you're supposed to obey the law. You are not the law. You get what I say? If you come out and talk, but you take money for make sound go on, you're supposed to be locked up and not jail like anybody else. Or you want to come lock off my sound, and if me say, boy, I'm not lock off my sound, you want to collect money for stop me the sound for lock off. No.
Coco, we have to come back with that topic again, but you have a song, and you have to talk about it before the time runs out for we.
Yeah.
Let's segue right into that song, Coco,
that's what it is.
because you're calling out...
I'm calling out everybody with
corruption.
Corruption in high and low places.
Yes.
That's why I have this song called Box Them Up. And I'm advocating for us to box up the politician them. And it's no joke talk. No
and that is the BAX.
BAX, you give them a big 5-pound box or 10-pound box as a Jamaican say, because, listen, for many years now, and I'm not talking as a PNP nor a GLP, nor a NDM nor a independent. I'm talking as a citizen of Jamaica. Right now, for 2 minutes, too long now, and consecutive governments has been guilty of misappropriation of funds, stealing money from this or stealing money, missing there, and taxpayers' money is not being used where it benefits the tax people. That is causing all of this lawlessness, because lawlessness come from the top now, so it goes right down to the small man in the street. Now these politicians, if we are not going to hold them accountable for what they are doing, how are we going to get a better Jamaica? The first thing the government supposed to know that they are not the government, we are the government. You have 3 million people in Jamaica. And 3 million people, out of 3 million, we have 120 in parliament or whatever. How would they feel that every time they make a mistake and out and do something wrong or steal, we take them in front of God now, so in front of Jamaica, was right in front of the street and make every traffic car and stop them, and every man give them a big fat box.
Hold on, we could take a little piece of song.
Full time now, politicians get some slapping at them face. Poor people tax money, them not stop waste. When we find the politician, them a thief, make we lock them up, tie them up and bring them out the street, make we box them up, find them in a corruption, make police and soldier cuff them up. So long them have the innocent poor people, them under fool them up.
All right, so that's it. That's a piece of Coco's song right there, and you can check it out.
Yes.
Box them up in name.
Yes.
All right, so Coco, so this is directed at the politicians and everything that is corrupted about us, and in particular the politicians.
In particular the politicians, because they are the ones that's supposed to be our leaders. So until these people have a conscience within themselves and say, listen, man, we are the politicians and we need our country to be better.
Yes.
We all have to be lawful and not lawless. No, for the selector, them we play tune and night and then play and play bad word, this and that, be expletive and all them things there in front of people. So a lot of people turn off a dance hall and no one go dance, same and them thing there. You see what I say? So we calling out all of who is acting in a manner that is not appropriate, and let us make Jamaica a better place to live.
Oh, wow. You heard it from it. Lawful, not lawless.
Yeah, man.
That's from Coco T.
Yeah, man.
That's what he's calling on us, Jamaicans, to be lawful and support that which is good and lawful,
Definitely.
not lawless. Wow. This is where we leave it for this week. Winford Williams, on behalf of all of us, thanking you for joining us. Do join us again next week for more On Stage.
Yes, I hear the voice of the Rastaman say. Babylon, you thrown down, down. Babylon, you thrown down. Then I sight the one with just 7 seas. Babylon, you thrown down, down. Babylon, you thrown down.
All right, thanks for watching our video. You know what to do. Click, subscribe, and be on our stage always.